And started calling him Big Country, as he was from the country. He was going to Stillwater, Oklahoma, to the city. And it stuck. And Al McGuire at the NCAAs his freshman year really made it stick. And that's the time.
Well, let's show him a little bit what the big city is like this half.
Scottie Pippen and the Bulls open the third quarter, leading 44-42.
Oh, Pip, he wasn't ready for it.
At the back door, Scottie, and he touched it last. It'll belong to Vancouver. Turnover Bulls.
Yeah, they had a nice little alley-oop play, but Pip didn't think the guy was going to not be with him, and he shook free, but the ball slipped out of his hand.
Chris King out high. 10 to go on the shot clock. Big Country banging with Luke. Pippen helped out. Longley clears the board. Jordan on the move. Bulls in some transition here. The skip pass to Harper. Splashes a 2. So the lead is 4 for Chicago. Biggest lead in this game is 7 points by the Bulls in the first half. Reeves again on the block. Harper coming away from behind. Harp on the drive. He was fouled by Chris King. That's King's third personal, first on the team.
Good play that time. They went down low to Country, and Harp came from the weak side. The big guy does not see him at all, and here comes Harp down. He's trying to go in for the shot. We'll take a look at the steal. Watch, here comes Harp in the back and just taps it right out of his hand. Beautifully done by Harp, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot a couple.
Sneaky guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just snuck up on that big center from behind, and guy never knew he was there.
I hated those guys. Get away. Throw the ball and now cut and get away.
Oh man. Sometimes the worst thing a big guy can do is bring the ball down to the floor.
Oh, absolutely the worst.
8 points now for Ron Harper, having a pretty good game. Some trapping in the backcourt here.
I guarantee if you're playing one-on-one.
Harvey, and it's rejected by Dickie Simpkins.
Dickie high up for the block. I guarantee if a big man's playing one-on-one, puts the ball down, somebody's going to steal it on him.
Watch where Dickie comes to get this one.
Way up. Yes, way up high.
10 to go on the shot clock. Nice lob into
Luke.
King. Luke rejects the shot. Saved by Harp. Pip in the lob. Jordan.
Oh, yes. Anthony was with him. Couldn't do anything about it. 10 for Michael, and they'll talk it over with a timeout. The Bulls with 8.
10.5 to go in the third. Jordan and the Bulls. Watch this. Pippen with the touch pass all the way up on the alley-oop to Jordan. Watch it again. It bears worth watching as we head to the break with the Bulls on top by 8. Pond in Anaheim, California. 9:30 Central Time here on WGN.
I like that little border that they've kept the Indian motif up here in Vancouver on his uniform, so that's real neat.
Pippen nearly had a steal there. Edwards at the arc for 3. Ring it up.
Oh, I thought he was on the line, but they give him 3.
Blue with 5. It stops a 6-0 run by the Bulls to open the second half. Michael gets a high screen from Luke. Harp on the wing. Pass intended for Simpkins, denied by Harvey. Anthony on the run, finds Blue Edwards on the scoop. Simpkins claims the board.
Watch the pass here, Dickie.
Bulls run some offense. Michael picked up on a switch by Reeves. Takes it from deep. Simpkins right there for the rebound.
Dickie, nice job. Michael had a wide open 3. Simpkins having a great game here. He's got 10 points. He should be close to double figures in rebound. No, he's got 7. 6.
Got time to get the other 4.
Yep.
Anthony sets it up. Bulls are leading by 7. King watched by Jordan. Time winding down to the shot clock, the left-hand corner of your screen. Harper knocked it out of bounds. Only 3 seconds remaining on the clock.
Let's see this one. If it was a 3-point field goal by Blue Edwards, was he? Pretty close. Pretty close. Big country.
Oh, that would have brought the house down.
Nice job by Pip. Did you see him tip it out to him?
Yes, I did. Here comes Scotty on the run here. Picked up on a switch by Reeves. Scotty looking for the mismatch and had to throw it away.
Go get it.
It's an over and back violation. It'll belong to the Grizzlies. Bill not happy there.
No, he's not very happy camper.
Take a look at the breakdown of the scoring. Bulls getting even 22 points from their guards and forwards, and the Grizzlies getting most of their scoring from those two areas as well. Anthony on the penetration. Oh, nice move. Simpkins another rebound. That's a 7.
A technical foul on Greg Anthony. He beat Michael to the hoop. He beat Michael to the hoop and thought he got fouled. So they'll call it technical. MJ to the line.
Watch it. Let's see if we can pick it up here,
Comes
John.
on through here.
He got bumped through there, that's for sure. Anthony may have a legitimate right.
Yeah, he's just said NBA is no bumps allowed.
Yeah.
Right?
You got it.
Michael misses the technical. That's the first one I can remember him missing this year from the technical situation.
I learned from Jerry Glanville the NFL stands for not for long, and I learned from you that the NBA stands for no bumps allowed. Oh, gosh. Scottie Pippen. Rimmed out on him. Ball kept alive by Harper. Jordan trying to thread his way through. Harper for 3. Anthony picks it off. Anthony on the run, and it's stripped away in a foul. Pippen reached in. It looked like he got it cleanly, but called the foul on Michael Jordan.
There's the. Yep, Michael got the ball and got the hand, so Anthony will shoot. Jordan picks the foul up. Breaks Jerry Sloan's record, as we said, 697 appearances in a Bulls uniform. Michael Jordan. Greg Anthony, that point, 16.
Anthony in his 4th year out of UNLV. 1 out of 2 at the line. Bulls by 6 here. 3rd quarter. One thing the Bulls have had this year, Red. Oh, nice feed from Harper.
Ran out of bounds.
Yeah.
How can you run out of bounds? I never understand. Why would you go out of bounds?
Watch this. This is a pretty good feed on the baseline here.
Well, he didn't try to go. He stepped out. But there's a lot of times players just go out, drift out of bounds, and then come back in, and they never get the call.
Antonio Harvey, the tomahawk.
Harvey's got 2 baskets that he's made, taking giant steps to the hoop, big-time baskets.
Michael running circles around Edwards, denied by Harvey. Reeves to Anthony, to Harvey. No, but a foul. Well, the young Grizzlies feeling their oats here in this 3rd quarter.
Absolutely going down the lane for the basket, and a big block shot. And then Harvey comes back on Harper. Here's where Michael goes down the lane, and watch all the white shirts converge as he starts to go up for this basket. Everybody there.
Antonio Harvey at the free throw line. The foul was on Ron Harper, his first. And the second on the team.
He said he stood there trying to take the foul. Antonio Harvey's heart has to be beating 100 miles a minute now. He went in for that big jam. He just comes down. He made a block shot.
He blocks Michael's Jordan shot and then misses 2 free throws. All in the life of an expansionist. And he stepped out of bounds. Harper ran out of real estate on the sideline this time. Is this court a little smaller than normal? Nine turnovers for the Bulls, 11 for the Grizzlies.
Bulls are the best in the league, one of the best in the league at forcing it.
That was a great pass from Anthony in the big country. And the ball just hung there for a moment. It wouldn't go in. Foul coming up on Luke Longley. Third personal on Luke, third on the team.
Well, I would say the battle tonight at the centers, this rookie here has got the best of our guys. He got inside. That ball rolls around and falls off.
Much as it almost stops right there.
Yeah, Luke got himself in foul trouble early. He had a couple fouls and never got a chance to get back in the game. And Big Country hits a free throw, and the Bulls call a timeout.
Bulls have committed 5 turnovers in this third quarter, and Phil Jackson wants to put a stop to it right now with 7 minutes left to go in the quarter, and the Bulls lead down to 3.
Gotta Go is coming 2 kinds. Not so good.
That too has gotta go.
And good.
Got the flowers, Mark. Now, when are you sending you?
Well, for the good kind, Southwest Airlines has Gotta Go fares from $19 on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays.
I'm real lonely.
But hurry, because the going isn't always this good.
Mom, I gotta go!
Southwest, the low-fare airline.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. It's your time, time to shine, time to live what's in your mind. It's your time.
This time, it's your time.
It's your time.
NGD Light.
Making the difference I'm making.
Toyota 96 is here, and your Toyota dealer is making it easier than ever to choose Toyota.
This coming year's gonna be my year.
Making it exciting with a restyled 96 Paseo at a great new price. No payments until next year. With cash back, low lease payment, or special low interest rate. Take your choice. See your Toyota dealer now.
Making the difference I'm making it.
Back at General Motors Place, Bulls leading, but the lead down to 3 with 7 minutes to go in the third. Don't forget, it's Saturday, December 16th. Bulls battle the Lakers. Kemper Mutual Funds lapel pin night. First 10,000 fans entering the UC receive a Bulls lapel pin. Compliments of Kemper Mutual Funds. Michael Jordan's been quiet in this third quarter, just 2 points.
6 of 14 shooting. Only been to the free throw line once, and that came by a technical foul on Greg Anthony. He makes both of them. Got 9 points.
Chicago lead is 2.
Well, this is why they traded Benoit Benjamin to Milwaukee, to give this guy some playing time.
Grizzlies have been doing a number on the Bulls lately. Pippen leaves that one short. Chris King on the run. Anthony to Blue Edwards. Dealing baseline, stopped by Longley and Pippen, and it'll belong to the Grizzlies. The ball did hit out of bounds. Bill Jackson up debating with one of the officials again, trying to plead his case. Anthony to Blue Edwards.
The guy in Portland called him the preacher.
Yeah.
The preacher is up.
Reeves on the turnaround over Longley. Tough shot. Here comes Michael Jordan. Chicago's lead is 2. Almost halfway through third quarter. Jordan sets the floor again as they clear it out for him. He's double teamed. Pippen was open. He lost the handle. Blue Edwards. Chris King.
Bulls turn it over again. Comes into a fast break, and they've tied it up at 52 with 5:50 to play in the third quarter.
It's the first tie since early in the ball game. Harper at the arc looking for 3, and they give him 2. He had a toe on the three-point line. Harper with 10. Anthony right by Harper on the other end. Harp commits the foul, and Anthony will get 2 at the line. The hack on Harper, his second, 4th on the team.
Yep, Harp put that right foot on line. He was wide open, and he closed up a little bit.
See a lot of guys get the pigeon toes around that three-point line, you know.
Greg Anthony with 16 in the game.
Anthony scored 13 of his 17 points now in that first quarter to keep this ball club afloat. John, you know, I'm real impressed with the way he's playing, and I watched some tape of this ball club and was impressed with what he did against the LA Clippers earlier this season, leading this team on the floor, because he did not get a chance to do that with the Knicks. He was playing behind Harper. And as you mentioned, in a structured type of offense, very structured. 6 to go on the shot clock for Harper. Trying to utilize the screen by Longley. Finds Luke at the baseline. Better get it off. 24-second violation on the air ball.
Terrible offense is what Phil's thinking. We go to run a play down there, and they do nothing but tattoo the ball on the floor, and you look up, and your big guy's got to beat the clock.
Phil Jackson normally allows his ball club to play through these types of periods. Take a look at the turnovers, even at 11 apiece. 7 turnovers for the Bulls in this third quarter. Kukoc up off the Bulls bench will be coming on in a moment. Reeves in close again and draws contact and a foul. He was sandwiched. Luke Longley was one of the players he was sandwiched against, and Luke gets called for his 4th personal. Harper tried to collapse on him, but the contact there is the foul.
Man was wide open underneath.
Wennington in along with Tony Kukoc. Bryant Reeves having a career night.
Well, just about anything he does now with this playing time is going to give him a career. He'll be topping that almost every night, you would think, with the playing time he'll get. He's got 10 points.
He has 6 rebounds. He's played 26 minutes, which is a career high. And the Vancouver Grizzlies have their first lead since the first half.
They've done it with 10 free throws in this quarter. They get to the line, you can do that.
Simpkins. Tony. Dickey out on the floor. 8 to go on the shot clock. King tipped it out. 7 to go on the shot clock for the Bulls now.
Aggressive defense, and this is what you'll find from expansion teams. Aggressive defense. They don't have a lot of the offensive talent, but they really stick underneath.
Tony on the inbound.
Dickey was wide open on the inbound.
Harper trying to penetrate on the finger roll. Kukoc had it blocked from behind at a foul.
Boy, when they ran that play from out of bounds, Dickey Simpkins was wide open. And then Reeves picks the foul up. That's his 3rd.
Send Tony Kukoc to the free throw line. Tony just 2 points here tonight. Tony in the ball game 1 for 7 from the field, and he's been in double figures in just 2 of 5 games on this road trip.
There's only been 5 baskets in this quarter by both the teams. They spent a lot of time to the free throw line.
Harvey clears the board. Blue Edwards, ring it. 7 for Edwards. The lead is 3 for Vancouver. Kukoc. And a foul coming up on Blue Edwards. His first, 3rd on the team. The Bulls, who have led by as many as 8 points, had an 8-point lead earlier in this third quarter, have now slipped behind by 3. And offense has been hard to come by for the Bulls here in this third quarter. Not that the Grizzlies have shot lights out either. Looked like a hand check or push there, but calling it on Wennington, apparently on an illegal screen. Offensive foul, Wennington. His 3rd personal.
Now you have to stand still on this screen. He stands. He's standing.
I don't understand.
He stood still on it.
I didn't see the foul there.
Yeah. Edwards up and firing for 3.
Rebound back tap to Pippen. He's got Kukoc on his right. Feeds Tony on the drive. Right back to Scotty for the thunder slam.
They all left the gym on that play. Scotty comes up with a nice feed from Tony.
1 point lead for the Grizzlies. Lou Edwards. Nice speed to reach. Stripped away by Harper. Picked up by Pippen. Harper loses Anthony. Tony double teamed. Harp has it back. Pippen for three. Edwards the long carom. Anthony, nice bounce speed. King blocked by Pippen.
No, it never hit the board.
Goaltending the call.
Or am I wrong? We'll see. Didn't look like it got to the board. Pippen's laying back, waiting for it to go up. It did hit the board. Good call.
Wennington throws it away. Tony not expecting the pass. Anthony on the drive. Denied by Harper, but he was fouled. Harper's third. Team is over the limit. He's shooting foul anyway.
There he goes in for the stuff. This time he was going to power slam it. Harp came back, took the foul, and all of a sudden the Bulls can't do anything right on offense.
Greg Anthony in this third quarter have all been from the free throw line.
Bulls with 13 points in this quarter.
So the foul, a good one, because instead of getting an easy jam for two, Greg Anthony now, best he can do is one on this possession.
Michael sitting on the bench has been there for quite a while. There's only 10 points in the game.
Meanwhile, Scotty's been on the floor with a good portion of the second unit. Anthony missed a pair. Not a bad foul there, Red.
Yeah.
Bulls trail by 3. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. Harper thought the back door was open. Anthony got back quickly. 10 to go in the shot clock for the Bulls. 5 to go now. Bill Wennington against Antonio Harvey. Beautiful move to beat the clock. Wennington with a nice move. He has 8 points. Bulls trail by 1.
Well, they have done tonight. Vancouver's done what they've wanted to do. They've got the Bulls into this slow down half-court game. They've kept the score down, and matter of fact, they're ahead by 1.
Harvey over Simpkins, a brick there. Kukoc pries loose the rebound. Under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Tony wants to post down low. They reverse to Harper. 10 to go on the clock for the Bulls. Pippen. Simpkins the rebound, and it's stripped away by Blue Edwards. Greg Anthony doesn't have numbers, doesn't need numbers.
20 for Greg Anthony. He just slowed down looking for somebody to come on the wing. Nobody was there. Took it on in. Hand check on Blue Edwards.
Second on Blue. Greg Anthony gets a breather. Derek Martin is in. Anthony Avent comes in for Bryant Reeves. Steve Kerr coming in for the Bulls in place of Ron Harper. Judd Bushler is in as well. And he's going to get Dickie Simpkins. Minute 27 left to go in the third. Bulls are trailing 62-59. Pippen, if I'm not mistaken, has played the entire third quarter. Kerr off a screen by Kukoc for 3. First tray for Steve Kerr. The Bulls have caught the Grizzlies at 62. Coming up on a minute left to go in the third. Martin looking to penetrate. 9 to go on the shot clock. Derek Martin again on the drive. Yes, and a foul. Yes, and it counts. Tony Kukoc picks up his second personal.
Derek Martin with his first basket of the game. He comes down off a screen. And high off the glass.
Well, I guess almost over the glass. Tony asked the official, what did I do? Sometimes fouls are called and it's a matter of circumstance, don't you think, Red?
Yes, I do.
Not supposed to be that way, but
no.
Sometimes if you're just in that neighborhood.
The Bulls' interior offense on this whole trip has been very soft when the guards go down the lane.
Harvey the rebound off the missed free throw. They reload the offense. Under a minute to go in the Grizzlies by 2. Avent on the drive. Back tap rebound saved by Blue Edwards.
Good hustle by this young team. They got the crowd going in their favor. They got the Bulls down by 2, and they've got a final shot here.
About an 8-second differential. Shot clock to game clock. Martin on the penetration. Bushler clears it. Bulls have time for one last shot. Bushler backs up to the arc. Time winding down. Pippen for 3. And we will go to the 4th. Standing ovation here at General Motors Place. Michael Jordan sat out most of that third quarter, while the Grizzlies came from behind for a 2-point scoreboard from the East Coast. Washington fell to Cleveland tonight. Orlando beat up on Dallas, and Miami handled Detroit. Utah dropped Houston. And to the 3rd, Sacramento leading Indiana. Milwaukee on top of Portland. Once again, the Bulls and the Chicago Sun-Times have teamed up to make teaching fun and exciting for both the teachers and the students. The Hit the Hoops newspaper and education program in the Chicago Sun-Times lets you follow the Bulls while you learn. For more information, call the Chicago Sun-Times School Department at 312-321-3120.
Well, this team, the Grizzlies, started out 2-0. They beat Portland, they beat Minnesota, and then they've lost their last 12 games. And now they're 12 minutes away from beating one of the premier teams in the league.
You know, it should be pointed out that of the 4 visiting teams that have come here to play, 3 of them have been held under 100 points in this building, and visitors have been shooting 40% from the field in this building. The Bulls are at 39% right now for the game. Chris King out on the floor, wide open for 2 to start the 4th quarter and give the Grizzlies a 4-point advantage. Bushler out high to Ron Harper. Harper, Bushler, Kerr, Longley, and Caffey in the ball game for the Bulls. No Jordan, no Pippen. Caffey operating baseline on the drive.
No
Byron
foul.
Scott comes up with it. Lost the handle. Caffey picks up. They reset the offense. Harper, nice look. Caffey on the drive. Jason Caffey's first 2 points of the game. A minute gone by in the 4th quarter. Derek Martin watched by Steve Kerr. King has Bushler on him. Scott around a screen by Harvey. 4 to go on the shot clock. Scott off balance.
He leaned in trying to draw the foul. That's all he was looking for, and he made the shot on the way.
A little leaner there. He was leaning sideways, though. Usually you see a guy lean forward. Ten to go on the shot clock for the Bulls, who trail by 4.
Still outside.
Harper trying to penetrate. I believe it was Scott who reached in, and it was. His 3rd personal, first on the team. Non-shooting affair. Bushler will inbound. This is an interesting lineup the Bulls have started the 4th quarter with. Red trying to feed Luke Longley. He finally comes up with it. Kerr is open to the arc for 3 and just short. Avent the rebound. Martin the King. King to the hole. Drew the foul. Steve Kerr picks it up. It's his first on the team.
Well, the thing you have to wonder is how many minutes. What did Michael play here? 29 minutes tonight? Had a long rest.
Georgia 29 minutes. Pippen has played 28.
Here comes Michael now.
He got a real long rest. King drops home the first, and he'll have another. Now Michael is in. And he went out, what, about midway through the third quarter, right? He's had a long rest. Bushler leaves.
Michael has 6 points in the first quarter, 1 basket in the second quarter, a basket in the third quarter.
10 points for Chris King as he makes good on both of the line. Grizzlies lead by 6, their biggest lead of the night. Foul on Anthony Avent as Jason Caffey took that pass. Avent with the hand check. His 4th, 2nd of the team. Harper to Kerr. Caffey on the block. And it tipped away. Stolen by Martin. The lead for Scott. Fouled by Harper. Ron Harper's 4th, 2nd on the team.
There it is, tipped away.
Avent tipped it away.
And here they go down. Nice pass underneath. Scott takes it on up. Harper on the foul.
Hard foul by Ron Harper here to on the break. Byron Scott, the veteran, at the free throw line. 86% from the free throw line this season. He's been struggling from the field in his last 3 games coming into tonight, shooting 29%. But Scott here tonight, 3 of 4 from the field, and he nets his first free throw on this trip to the line. He is now 3 for 3 from the charity stripe.
This is their biggest lead.
If he makes this one, it would equal the biggest lead of the game, once held by the Bulls early in the third. 8-point lead for the Grizzlies.
Bulls haven't done anything right here the second half, have they?
Under 10 minutes to go in the game. Jason Caffey, Ron Harper. They want Luke down low. Now Jordan with 8 to go on the shot clock. To the red zone with 5 to go, and it tipped away. The last touch by the Bulls. Caffey, as he tried to pick it up, and hit the baseline.
You know, when I coached the Bulls and we did beat a good team, they would always say, we played terrible, we did this. You didn't give credit to the other team. Tonight, this team is much better than the Bulls. Their effort, their intensity, everything that they have done, and the scoreboard is showing it.
And you know, this is something that Phil Jackson talked to his team about this morning at their practice. He said their building will have a lot of energy. This team will come right at you. Byron Scott off the mark there, Longley the rebound. He said they will play with energy, they will hustle, they will work hard on defense, and they've done all of that and more here tonight. Kerr at the arc for 3, and boy, the Bulls need that one.
Yes.
His second tray has 8 points in the game. 5-point lead for the expansionists from Vancouver. Martin to get it back.
Just went behind the screen. The Bulls have not done well on that screen. Boy.
You just don't see a lot of energy on the floor from the Bulls here so far tonight. Jordan looking to go to work. He was fouled out front. Byron Scott. That's his 4th personal. 3rd on the team. Kukoc and Pippen back in. Harper and Caffey leave. And there's the foul, the hold right there. Again, 3 team fouls now on the Grizzlies. 8:20 to go in the game. The Bulls are trailing by 8, 75-67. Jordan against Byron Scott. Michael to the fall away. A tip by Kukoc. 5 for Tony. 8 minutes left to go in the game now.
Hey, this kid has done a nice job running this club, Derek Martin.
He really has. Just a free agent off the scrap heap from the CBA.
He's a lefty. He wants to take Steve left.
And he's going left. Martin with the turnaround. Kukoc picks off the rebound. 75-69 Grizzlies. Here comes Tony. Jordan looking to post up Scott. Can't get open. Longley flashes high. 10 to go on the shot clock for the Bulls. In the corner is Kerr. Luke couldn't handle the rebound. Bryant Reeves does.
This crowd is smelling something good, isn't it?
Oh, it is. Derek Martin sets it up. Byron Scott. Big Country Reeves double down from Scottie Pippen. Reeves gives it up to the outside. Martin for 2. 7 for Derek Martin. Again, the lead is 8 for the Grizzlies. Under 7 minutes to go in the game. Pippen, good look from Jordan. 14 for Scottie. Michael with a nifty pass in close. 6 points the lead. And the Grizzlies have the ball. Derek Martin penetrating. Pippen picks it off. Steve Kerr. Kukoc.
Pip's got a little guy underneath. Illegal defense. Okay, they don't catch it. First one called.
Anthony Avent out of position. We've got a timeout called by Brian Winters on the Grizzly bench. Well, this young bunch of Grizzlies under Brian Winters has hustled their way into a 6-point lead over Michael Jordan and the mighty Bulls.
Gotta go's come in 2 kinds. Not so good.
That too has gotta go.
And good.
Got the flowers, Mark. Now, when are you sending you?
Well, for the good kind, Southwest Airlines has gotta go fares from $19 on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays.
I'm real lonely.
But hurry, because the going isn't always this good.
Mom, I gotta go.
Southwest, the low-fare airline.
Hello from Plank Road, where our man Paul has breaking news about Ice Brewed Ice House. While most folks liked the handy-to-hold 12-ounce bottle, others demanded cans, and we listened. Then someone said, instead of just 6-packs, how about 12-packs of this smooth brew? And then a cry went out across the land for 24-pack cases. So now, no one else stacks up to Ice Brewed Ice House. Thanks, and enjoy.
Game against this expansion team. This isn't the first time the Bulls have struggled with an expansion team. For the first time on the road. On their first trip to the Hive back in 1988, Kelly Tripucka scored 30 and the Hornets stung the Bulls 103-101. A year later in Orlando, Michael Jordan's 52 points to save the Bulls. The Magic pulled out a 110-109 win behind Otis Smith's 28 points. Bulls resume offensively, trailing by 6. Coming up on 6 minutes left to go for the game. Here to Kukoc on the block against Anthony Avent. And had it partially rebound, calls for a timeout as he jumped out of bounds. 22nd timeout. Big Country comes up limping on the play. May have twisted his ankle, it looks like. Trying to walk it off.
Yeah.
Don't forget our next telecast on WGN, Bulls and Clippers, Saturday night at the Pond in Anaheim, 9:30 p.m. Central Time. Another looked like he went down there.
I think he might have stepped on Pip's foot.
Could be.
Somebody's, yeah.
May have been his teammate. May have been Avent he stepped on.
Pip says, okay, what do we got here?
Bulls basketball, 11 to go on the shot clock. In the left-hand corner of your screen. Michael. On the drive with the tomahawk.
That's what they all came to see, didn't they? And maybe that'll ignite him. Michael with only 12 points, his first basket here in the fourth quarter.
Maybe Superman's come out of the phone booth, huh?
Yep.
Anthony Avent back on. Kerr got a piece of that. Reeves has to retrieve. 6 to go on the shot clock now. The Grizzlies at the perimeter. Avent on the drive. Double pump on Kerr, and he drops it home. Greg Anthony, 22. Jordan. Over the top of Scott. Michael's second in a row. He has 14. And that equals his point total for the second and third quarters combined. Jordan has 4 points here in the fourth. He had 4 in the second and third quarters combined. Byron Scott. Around the screen by Reeves. Over long top. Nope. Tony Kukoc comes up with the board. Here's Scottie Pippen. Bulls are trailing by 4. Michael Jordan. They clear it out. Oh, what a move by Jordan on the reverse.
Okay, and listen to this crowd get warmed up to Michael. They were thinking, we haven't seen much from this guy. All of a sudden, 3 quick baskets.
6 in the fourth for Michael.
Pippen a steal.
Tipped away by Pippen. Jordan on the run.
Whoa, you timeout, huh, Brian? The bench is up. Everybody on their feet here. They're loving it. MJ with 18.
4 in a row from the field for Jordan here in the fourth quarter. He has 18 points in the game. Michael on the drive here with a tomahawk to get the Bulls back into it. They are tied, the Grizzlies, at 79. Hey, Bulls fans, enter the Bulls sweepstakes for your chance to win a new car. Chicago Harley-Davidson limited edition Sportster, dream vacation courtesy of Hyatt Hotels and Resorts, BTI Americas, or many other great prizes. Fill out the entry form. Back of your Bulls tickets are on Bulls Pocket schedule for your chance to win. No purchase necessary. Got to be 18 or older to participate. Michael Jordan has fueled the comeback here, Red.
Yes, sir. Scored 8 points in the last 2 minutes. We'll take a look at him coming on in over everybody, coming with the left hand. And we're back to live action here.
Anthony wanted Reeves down low. He was well covered by Pippen. In the pass, the interior feed was tipped by Jordan.
Pip said, don't send help. I got him. And that was a great play.
Blue Edwards tipped it out, it looked like, but Jordan apparently touched it last. No argument from Michael, so it must have been a good call.
Here's another shot by Michael down the lane, over country for a slam.
So again, the Grizzlies a chance to recapture the lead. Tied at 79. This is Greg Anthony. Anthony on the penetration.
Offensive foul, yes. Good call. He just lowered his shoulder and came on in. It's only his first foul, and it's an offensive foul. He comes down, he lowers his shoulder on Steve, drives him out of the way. Coming in your living room. Bulls, chance to take the lead. Haven't had it for a while, Wayne.
Under 4 minutes to go in the fourth. Jordan on the pull-up.
Yes!
And a foul!
Big country couldn't get out of the way. 20 for MJ. He's got 5 hoops here in the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Here he comes up. Bump sideways. You saw the big guy trying to get out of his way. Couldn't do it.
I think they opened the phone booth just in time for Superman to arrive here in the fourth quarter. 10 points for Jordan in the fourth quarter. And foul on Reeves was his 4th. Michael, 21 points in the game.
Puts the Bulls up by 3. 3:30 left.
Avent sets it up. I think that Greg Anthony setting it up. Antonio Harvey. King was fouled by Kukoc on the
3 seconds.
Oh, wait a minute. You're right. Away from the ball, 3-second violation.
You're right. It looked like Tony went for the steal out here and maybe got a piece of it, but underneath the basket where they were watching the 3-second turnover.
So the turnover gives the Bulls the basketball with a 3-point lead. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the game. Michael. A rare miss by Jordan. A loose ball foul on Kukoc.
Third one on Tony.
A rare miss in this fourth quarter, I should say, by Jordan.
Right. It's what, third foul? 13 foul?
Third on the team. And on Tony, his third. Greg Anthony sets it up again. Gets the step on Kerr. Tried to reverse it. Longley comes away. Bulls leading by 3.
Michael's going to go down on Blue Edwards if they give him a chance. If Anthony Sig, this is what I'm going to say, besides the Bulls have a 3.
Kukoc for 3.
Wow. Long time coming for Tony, but he puts a nail in there. Oh, man.
Tony had been 0 for 6 from the arc coming into this game on the road trip, but watch this. This gives the Bulls an 85-79 advantage. Timeout with 2:26 to go in the game. Hey, for the best selection of Bulls hats, t-shirts, jackets, and other NBA merchandise, visit the official Bulls team shops at any one of the Chicagoland Carson Perry Scott stores. Michael Jordan quiet through 3 with just 10 points. Jordan was 5 of 14 from the field, but he has helped spark this 16-2 run by the Bulls in the 4th quarter by hitting 5 of 7 shots in the field. Blue Edwards, nothing but net.
Big basket for them.
Grizzlies down by just 4. Coming up on 2 minutes left to go. Michael against Byron Scott.
Woo! Slides another one in. 23. He's got his number. Here they come down quick.
Bulls again enjoy a 6-point lead. Byron Scott, now 10 to go on the shot clock. Anthony lets fly from deep for 2. A long deuce for Greg Anthony. He has 24. Bulls lead again is 4. Tony. Kerr to Jordan. Michael 6 out of 8 from the field in the quarter. Jordan on the drive again.
Single coverage. I can't believe it.
25 for Jordan. Yes, you're right. No help on that play. He has taken Byron Scott apart. Anthony to Harvey. Rebound Longley. Bulls leading 89-83. Coming up on a minute left to go. Bulls seeking their 5th win in 6 games on this 7-game road trip. Oh, Kukoc to Jordan. Michael lets fly again.
Oh,
Longley on a loose ball foul.
But it's the first in the last 2 minutes. It'll be a non-shooting foul with 47 seconds to go.
You're exactly right. It was only the 4th team foul on the Bulls in the 4th quarter. First in the last 2 minutes. Luke picks up his 5th.
Tony had a chance to lay that ball in, maybe. Came in, but he wanted to give it to the right man.
Well, the hot hand.
Yes.
Being held by Michael Jordan.
Luke with only 2 points hasn't got a field goal, but he's got 10 rebounds in the game.
Jordan in this quarter had 7 out of 10 from the field. Has 15 points in the 4th quarter. Under a minute to go. Blue Edwards off the screen by Harvey. A little screen roll.
Oh.
Harvey didn't roll. The steal by Jordan. Goes in on Anthony.
Yes! Michael with the steal. He was under so wide open he could have shot the ball. He didn't do it.
Bulls salting this one away. Greg Anthony with a bid to keep his team in the game. A 3. 27 for Anthony. 5-point lead for the Bulls. Kukoc to Longley. They're going to try to run some clock here. Over to Kerr. The 2-second differential. Shot clock to game clock of the foul given up by Anthony. And Kerr will go to the line. Second at Greg Anthony. Oh, my goodness.
Michael's sitting down there talking to somebody at the end of the...
Michael Jordan, 27 points of the game, 17 in this 4th quarter.
Here's his last shot. Watch this. A fast break. 1, 2, 3.
Jordan has 17 in the 4th. The rest of the team has 12.
Steve Kerr.
Greg Anthony, 1 off a career high in points.
They try to freeze Steve Kerr now as they call it. Oh, I thought he was coming for a timeout.
I thought so too. Kerr coming up with his second of the line. The Bulls lead 91-86. 92-86. 9 points for Steve Kerr. Timeout taken by the Grizzlies. The Supermans arrived, cape and all, and the Bulls riding Jordan's hot fourth quarter, lead 92-86. Again, tip. Michael to the hole.
Why not? Finished it that way.
29 for Jordan.
And he's given the Vancouver fans something to think about.
King, Antonio Hart. Now, Bulls record on the road trip to 5-1. And the final score, Michael Jordan with a hot fourth quarter, 19 in the prevail in this one, 94-88. 13 losses in a row for the Vancouver Grizzlies. The Bulls now increase their record to 12-2. Back after these messages.